Hello friends, welcome to Java Learners channel. Thank you for watching my videos. And in this video, I'm going to explain about short selling. Okay. Generally, in stock market, we would buy some stocks, and if the price increases, we would sell them and get some profit, right? If after buying, if the price decreases, we would get loss, right? In short selling, what happens? We do exactly opposite of what we are doing normally. Means when we have to go for short selling, suppose you have analyzed a particular stock and you assume that the price would go down today. Okay, instead of buying, so you are thinking to take advantage of out of your analysis, since you are guessing that one stock would go down on that particular day. So you are planning to get profit out of that. So what we have to do, instead of buying the stock, you can sell the stock. Okay. So do you need stocks in your account? No, not required. So even without having stocks in your account, if you have bearish perspective, means if you think that price will go down on that particular day, even when you don't have stocks in your account, you can short sell the stocks. Means instead of buying first, generally you would buy first, and if price increases or decreases, you would sell to close the position, right? But when you have the bearish mindset, means when you think particular stock will fall down on the day, even when you don't have, suppose if you see my holdings, I don't have SBI shares. Okay, but still I can sell them first. Okay, so click on sell button. Okay, in Zerodha, if you choose CNC, then the system checks whether you have already SBI shares in your account. Only then it will allow you to sell. But for short selling, you need not have stocks in your demat. So I don't have stocks, SBI stocks, but still I can sell. How I can do that? You have to choose the MIS option instead of CNC. Okay, then the system doesn't check whether you have SBI stocks in your account. Even if those are not there in your demat account, still it allows to sell. So you have to choose MIS option. The concept is same everywhere. The option to do that short selling might be different in upstocks or share count. You have to just check what is the option available for short selling. In Zerodha, if you want to do short selling, choose the MIS and say you are assuming that the price would go down 10 or 20 rupees. Suppose I want to take advantage of that. You give the quantity you want to sell first and click on sell. So then what happens? It will show in positions as minus 100. Okay, so if as expected, if the price goes down 10 or 20 rupees, then what you have to do, in don't sell now, because already you have sold. To close out the position, you have to go to the positions. Okay, click on that particular stock and buy now. Okay, then what happens? The position is closed, and since price is decreased, so you would get 100 quantity into 20 rupees, the price has gone down, so you would get 2000 profit. So when you have to go for short selling, when you think that stock prices will go down, to take advantage of the fall, you have to do first sell first, and after the price is decreased, you have to buy, then the position is closed. Okay. Let us see now. So as I have explained now, I have told you, right? Suppose you think particular share goes down and you have sold 100 shares, and after the price goes down, you buy them to close the position, then you will get profit. So what are the drawbacks in short selling? Okay, when you have to do short selling, when you think that price will fall down. Okay, in short selling, first you have to sell shares. So that's what I have told you, right? What are the possible scenarios after selling? Okay, either the price will go down as expected by you, or the price will increase against your expectations. So let us see what happens. If price decreases, assume the current price of some particular stock which you are trying to short sell is 100, and if you are trying to short sell on the day 50 stocks, okay, at the current price, okay, you, for this what you will do, you have to click on sell and choose quantity as 50, and assume that here the price it shows as 187, but in our example we are assuming that current price is 100. Okay, so first you will sell and click on sell button. So in positions you can see them as minus, quantity will be shown as minus. Okay, now we will see the scenario. Assume as expected the price goes down. So in short selling, when the price goes down, you will get profit. If the price increases, you would get loss. Okay, remember this. In normally, when price increases we will get profit, but in short selling, if price increases, you would get loss. Okay, so remember this point. You can short sell only intraday or within day. There is no concept of tomorrow in for short selling. Okay, this is only kind of within the day trading. Okay, this option you can't carry over or anything to the next day. You have to close the position. What do you mean by closing the position? First, you have sold the stock, right? Closing position means you have to buy before 3:30. You have to close the position. Okay, either it, whether irrespective of whether it is loss or profit, you have to close the position. Okay, I have already told you, right, in zero the how to do short selling. You have to select MIS. What happens if you don't select MIS? It expects shares or stocks to be in your demat account. So only if it, if stocks are there, then it allows, but that is not short selling. That is called selling the stocks, right? That won't be considered as short selling. Even without having stocks in your account, if you try to sell, that is called short selling. Okay, in zero. So I have already told you what are the drawbacks in short selling. Say I have told you, right, if your analysis is wrong and you are expecting price would go down, but the market is going against you, okay, then what happens? Price increases, so you would get loss. You need to close the position by buying at higher price. Okay, say, and you are waiting to price to come down on the day after the short selling, but the time uh, it is becoming it is 3 or 3:15, but still the price is more than the price at which you have short sold. So there is no other option, right? I have told you, you have to close the position by 3:30. Okay, if the price doesn't come down, then you have to close the position by buying at the higher price. So that would be loss. Okay, this is the drawback. So you have to short sell only when you think that price would go down. This is what I have told you. Say if you short sell 300 quantity, and if price goes against your expectation, and if the stock increases 20 rupees, the quantity into the amount which it has increased, say you would get 6,000 loss unnecessarily. So you have to analyze properly, then only you have to do short selling. You need not wait until 20 rupees increase. Suppose after you have short sold, if it increases 5 rupees, and if you think that your analysis is not correct, after you get, after price increases 5 rupees, you can exit. Simply buy and close the position instead of waiting until 3. Only if you are damn sure that the price would come down, only then wait until 3. Sometimes what happens, due to some good news, the price continuously increases. So in on that day, if you wait continuously, you will get more loss if you wait until 3. But sometimes what happens, after increasing for some time, you would be in loss. But if you don't sell, sometimes you would get chance again, like the price starts falling again. But it all depends on your analysis. Only if you are damn sure that the price would come down, wait until 3. Okay, so can you carry it to the next day? No, you have to close the position by doing buying. Okay, so first you have sold, right? So you have to close the position by doing buying. You have to close. Are there any other drawbacks in short selling? Yes. You have to remember this. When I started short selling, I was not aware of these things and I got lost. Okay. This thing you have to remember. For the stocks which are not in derivative segment, means option segment, for every stock there are upper and lower limit. Upper limit means on that particular day, suppose if price opens, if the stock opens at 100, at the max it can increase only 120 rupees if it is 20% limit. Okay, and if the stock is having 10% limit, it can increase max 110. So in the same way for 5%, you can check these limits in money control or some other site. Okay, so what is the relationship between this upper or lower limit and short selling? Okay, in short selling, what you have to do first, you have sold the stocks and you have to buy the stocks before 3:30. But what happens, sometimes the stock hits upper limit because of very good news. Okay, sometimes RBI announces some good things for a so and so particular bank, or some good bank is trying to acquire some small bank. Kind of news comes in, right? So in that case, what happens? The stock hits upper limit. Okay, upper limit means on that day everyone is trying to buy the stock, so there won't be any sellers. But if there are no sellers, how will you buy the stock and close the position? There is no other way, because already the stock has hit the upper limit, so no sellers. So in that day you can't close the position. Okay, that is the drawback. So you have to watch out properly. Don't try the stocks, don't try selling on the stocks which are near to 20% or upper circuit limits. Because if you try the short selling near to that limit, and if the stock hits upper limit, you can't close the position. There is a drawback in that. We will see it now. What happens if I am not able to close my position on the same day? It goes to auction process. Auction process happens on, suppose if you have short sold today, this auction process, say you have short sold on Monday, the auction process happens on Wednesday. Okay, since you have not delivered, you have sold stocks means someone has bought the stocks but you haven't delivered. So so what happens, these stocks go to the auction process. The stock exchange, instead of on behalf of you, on T plus 2 day, will buy the stocks at higher price available on that T plus 2 day, and that amount you have to charge. Okay, I mean you have to pay. So that price will be, suppose sometimes what happens, even on the next day, and or even after the I mean in the next day, and suppose if you have short sold on Monday, it might have hit the upper circuit. If there is very good news, even on Tuesday it might hit the upper circuit. Okay, and even on Wednesday it might hit the upper circuit. So what would happen in the auction process, they would buy at very high price. Okay, so you would get very big loss. So always be careful to close out the position, and don't try to short sell the stocks which are near to upper limits. And don't do very I mean don't do the short selling in very high numbers like 1,000 quantity, unless you are technically very strong in analysis. Because 1000 stock, if you have short sold and if you could not close the position, what what happens is, suppose say on the next day it has increased 20% again. Okay, so on say take the stock like 100, assume you have sold at short sold at 100 rupees. Okay, on the next day it would go to 130. Okay, on Wednesday it go to some 150, suppose of upper limit. Okay, then what would happen? You have sold at 100 and in the auction uh, they might have bought at 140, like that. So per each share you are going to incur 30 rupees or 40% loss depending on the price at which they have bought in the auction. So if you do that for 1000 quantity, you would get 30 to 40,000 loss. So so you have to remember all these drawbacks and do the short selling. Okay, if you need more details on this auction process, visit this link. It has more details and examples on how the auction happens and the possible scenarios. See, on the next day, the price might have come down, but still you won't get that advantage because they take the higher of the uh, price at which they have bought, or some limit is there. So they will always take the higher price, not the suppose if the price decreased in the on the next day, you won't get that advantage. The calculations are like that. So don't it is always better to close the position on the same day instead of going to auction process. You would get more loss in like 20% or 30%. So if you short sell for 1 lakh rupees, then you would, if you say 20 or 30%, unnecessarily you would lose 30%, 30k or 40k or more, depends on the auction. So visit that link for more examples. Worst thing that happens in short selling, generally when we buy some 100 stocks, okay, the price won't even move 50 paise or 1 rupees. Generally we buy hoping that it would increase 1 rupee, and on 100 quantity uh, we can get 100 rupees, or say if it increases 5 rupees, we would get 500. But generally it won't to move when we buy, right? But the worst thing that happens in short selling is, whenever you do the short selling, the price increases like a rocket. So in this case, when you short sell and the price increases, there is no use for you. You would get big loss if it increases. That is what my experience. I have seen many times when we do short selling, the price goes like a rocket. Okay, so your analysis has to be very very good, otherwise you would get big losses. So I'm repeating the point again and again. When you short sell, always close out position. Closing out means, since you have sold the stock first, you have to buy that stock on the same day before 3:30. Otherwise, it goes to auction. Hope you have understood what short selling is. If you like my video, subscribe to my channel, and please do share your comments and feedback so that it will encourage me to do more videos on stock market. Thank you.